In the annals of World War II, countless heroes merged from the shadows, but few were as audacious, as cunning, or as utterly fearless as the woman the Gestapo dubbed the White Mouse. This is the story of Nancy Wake. Born in New Zealand, raised in Australia, Nancy Wake was never one for convention. By her 20s, she was a globe-trotting journalist, living a vibrant, independent life in Paris, mingling with the elite, and driven by a fierce sense of justice. Her life of glamour took a dark turn in Vienna, 1930s. She witnessed firsthand the brutality of the Nazis, Jews being beaten, women abused. It ignited a fire within her, a fire that would soon rage into an inferno against tyranny. When Hitler's armies rolled into France in 1940, Nancy, now married to wealthy French industrialist Henri Fiocca, refused to flee. She was living in Marseille, in the unoccupied Vichy zone, but her fight had already begun. The Gestapo might have thought they were hunting resistance, but they were about to meet a force of nature. Nancy didn't hesitate. She joined the French resistance, using her wealth, charm, and excellent connections. She became a vital courier, moving messages, food, and supplies. Her beautiful home became a safe house, hiding Allied airmen and Jewish refugees from the German occupation. Her network, known as the Pat Line, grew quickly. She specialized in helping Allied airmen shot down over France escape to Spain, guiding them over the treacherous Pyrenees Mountains. She organized, she supplied, she risked everything. The Gestapo quickly became aware of a mysterious, highly effective female operative. Her ability to slip through their grasp earned her the notorious nickname, the White Mouse. She was elusive, cunning, and rapidly becoming their most wanted person in France. A price was put on her head, 5 million francs. In 1943, the net began to close. Her network was compromised. Nancy was betrayed. She was forced to flee for her life, leaving France for England. The Gestapo, furious at her escape, took their revenge on her husband, Henri. He would be arrested, tortured, and eventually executed. Nancy would carry that pain and a fierce resolve for vengeance for the rest of her life. In England, Nancy refused to sit idle. She joined the Special Operations Executive, or SOE, Churchill's secret army of spies and saboteurs. She trained in everything: unarmed combat, explosives, radio communication, and parachute jumping. She was determined to go back. In April 1944, just weeks before D-Day, Nancy Wake parachuted back into France. Her mission: to serve as a liaison between London and a vast network of Maquis resistance fighters in the remote Auvergne region. She was now a full-blown agent, leading men into battle. Her arrival transformed the Maquis. She was charismatic, incredibly tough, and inspired total loyalty. She organized weapons drops, distributed supplies, and led sabotage operations. Under her command, the resistance launched devastating attacks on German convoys, railways, and communication lines, tying down thousands of German troops. One night, a critical situation arose. Their radio codes were destroyed in a German raid. Nancy knew the Maquis would be cut off without new codes. So, she did what seemed impossible. She cycled over 500 kilometers, 300 miles, through enemy-held territory, dodging German patrols for 72 consecutive hours, to retrieve new codes from another resistance unit. Her legs were raw, her determination absolute. Nancy was no armchair commander. She led from the front, firing her Sten gun, always in the thick of the fight. She once killed a German sentry with her bare hands to prevent an alarm. Her fighters adored her, fearing her wrath more than they feared the Germans. As the Allies swept into France after D-Day, Nancy Wake's efforts were instrumental. Her Maquis groups had decimated German communications and supply lines, preventing thousands of German troops from reaching the invasion beaches. They effectively liberated entire sections of France before regular Allied forces arrived. After the war, Nancy was a legend. She received France's highest military honor, the Croix de Guerre, 3 times. The British, American, and Australian governments also bestowed her with their highest honors. She was, quite simply, one of the most decorated women of the entire war. But victory came at a terrible personal cost. The loss of Henri, her beloved husband, haunted her. She would eventually return to Australia, but the fire of the white mouse never truly died. She continued to speak out, always fighting for justice and against oppression. Nancy Wake, the white mouse, passed away in 2011 at the age of 98. Her life stands as a testament to the power of one individual's courage and defiance against overwhelming evil. She never asked for glory, only to fight for what was right.